Today I'm going to show you how to make this very cool glow-in-the-dark Michelangelo snow globe. Let's get started. Now the character I'll be using to put inside this globe is actually Michelangelo, and I'll be using this puzzle eraser that I found at Target for $2. This is called a blind bag because usually you don't know what character you're getting inside of it, but I like this one because it actually showed me on the front that I'll be getting Michelangelo, and that's the one I wanted. So it comes in separate pieces like this. And it has instructions showing you how to put it together, but I found that it was pretty easy to put together. I've already put him together and taken him apart. But today, since I'll be putting him in a water globe, I need to use some kind of super glue or epoxy just to stick the pieces together. Now the little mask did come separately, but I don't need to glue this on because this actually stays on pretty tightly, so I'm not worried about this falling off in the globe. So now I'm going to glue the pieces together using this super glue. So I'll just put a lot of glue in all the pieces where he sticks together. His legs go here in the bottom. I'll just press that on, hold it for a few seconds, and then I'll add his arms, and I'll just put the whole thing together, and then I'll let it sit for a few hours until I'm sure that he's really stuck together, because I don't want him coming apart in my globe. So now that I've glued him together, this is what he looks like. I'm just going to add a little glue into each hand so that I can also add the nunchucks. I want to make sure those are glued in tightly too. Now that Michelangelo has been stuck together, I'll just set him aside for a few hours until the glue cures. Now this is what I'll be using to make the snow globe, and I found this at the hobby store, and with a coupon it only cost about $4. So it has the cover, and then this is the seal, and this is where you actually glue the character onto, and has instructions showing you how to make it. Now what I'll be doing to make this glow in the dark is I'll be painting the base of this on the inside so the paint doesn't peel. And I'll also be painting the edge of the cover. This is the glow in the dark paint that I'll be using, and it's called Folk Art, and I found this at Walmart. I think it was for about $2. So what I'll be doing is squeezing some paint in the bottom of this, about this much, and then I'll take my 1/2-inch paintbrush and just brush it around the bottom. Now I painted the side of the cover with the glow-in-the-dark paint as well. I'll just let this dry, and if it needs a second coat, I'll go ahead and do that too. So now that Michelangelo and my base are both dry, I'll be adding him to the base with some epoxy resin. Now that I have my epoxy mixed up, I'll just add some to the base of each of his feet. And I'm using a toothpick for this. And I want to make sure I have enough on there so that he sticks very well. And what I'll do is I'll stick him on there, and then I'll let it cure overnight. You want to let epoxy cure at least 24 hours before you add it to the water. So there we go. I have enough of this on the base of both of his feet, like this. And now I'm just going to stick him down like this. Hold him on for a few seconds, and then I'll let him cure overnight and add him to the globe. Now this step is optional, but what I decided to do with Michelangelo was trace the design on his shell with this 3D glow-in-the-dark paint, and it came out looking really good. So now that everything is ready, I'll be putting it all together. And I'm going to use some of these sequin beads, they're called, and I got this from Hobby Lobby also. And I'll be adding a little bit of each of the colors to the globe first. Just place it on here so it doesn't fall over. I'll just be adding a little of each color to the base of my globe. Just a pinch. Pinch of green, pinch of white, and then a pinch of red. So now that I've added my glitter, I'll be adding my distilled water, and I'll just pour it nearly to the top. And then I'll add 1 tablespoon of glycerin. And glycerin is what people use for soap making. This is glycerin. And I found this also at the hobby store. You don't have to add this, but I read somewhere that it actually makes the glitter fall a little more slowly. So I'll just try adding 1 tablespoon. Just pour that in there, and then the last thing I'll be adding will be, of course, Michelangelo. And when you're finished adding that, just mix it all together, and it will become clear. So now I'll slide Michelangelo in upside down, and just press down the seal. Now at this point you can add some sealant on the inside of your cover if you like hot glue or something like that. Or you can add electrical tape if you want to reopen it later on. I'm just going to leave it without, just in case if I need to change the water or do something to it. So I'm not going to actually add any sealant. And now that he's in there, I can screw on my cover, and my globe is ready. And there you have it, your very own glow-in-the-dark Ninja Turtle snow globe. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting a new Halloween video very soon. Thanks for watching.